Our pastor recently spoke about the humility of Christmas, and I want to talk to you about it in your morning cup of inspiration. When you think of Christmas, do you think of humility, or do you think of just all the excitement and buying presents and giving and receiving presents and all the celebrations? Well, when we talk about the real meaning of Christmas and that Christ came into our world and was born of a virgin in a manger, we realize what a humble entrance that was. He was the Son of God. He was equal with God, and yet he left heaven and came here and really lived life as a human. He didn't use his divine attributes very often. He did some healings, and of course he rose from the dead, but he faced life as a human, and that took a great amount of humility, and we need to model our lives after Christ. In Philippians 2, verse 5, we read, "Your attitude should be the same as that of Jesus Christ, who being in very nature God, did not consider equality with God something to be grasped, but made himself nothing, taking the very nature of a servant, being made in human likeness." And then verse 8 says, "Being found in appearance as a man, he humbled himself and became obedient to death, even the death on a cross. Therefore God exalted him to the highest place and gave him the name that is above every name." In verse 10, that at the name of Jesus every knee should bow in heaven and on earth and under the earth, and every tongue confess that Jesus Christ is Lord. You see, he came very humbly. He was born in a manger, which was a feeding trough for the animals, for the cattle and the horses. And that's where Christ was born, where he was laid as a baby. And then when the angels announced the good news that Jesus had arrived, they didn't go to the palaces and announce it to kings. They announced it to shepherds, the shepherds in the fields, who were considered among the lowliest of society. So Christ humbled himself, and we need to have that humble attitude, not only this Christmas season, but all year long. Think about how Christ humbled himself so that we can have everlasting life. I hope you'll think about that, and I'll talk to you soon in another morning cup of inspiration.